and help me in my distress and confusion. From the depths of my heart, I heard Jesus said to me, "You shall serve this parish." That was 2013. I was just dumbfounded by the message, and I was wondering to myself, how is it possible when I do not belong to this parish and I live in Richmond? I have not even been into this church. And I felt comforted and consoled that trusting my life in God's hands. June 2020, exactly in June here, 7 years later, I've been serving this parish as a lector and running the Walking the Spirit prayer group. All those tears and sorrow that I had to go through became a blessing because Our Lady of Consolation was there, watching and praying for me and showing me what Jesus has planned for me. That was very different from what I have envisaged. It was a powerful intercession, her intervention, that brought me here to Sacred Heart Parish. And the upgrading of this grotto was what Jesus had asked me to do in 2019. And he said to me, he wanted his mother, Our Lady of Consolation, to be promoted because she gives a lot of consolation to all those who come distressed and needed prayers. And it is also on January 31st, 2019, I had an appointment with Father Ronnie for my son John Paul to have confession around 10 a.m. We came to Sacred Heart Parish. While Jean Paul was having his conversation, I was praying in the little chapel. And I heard Jesus say in the quiet of my heart, "Promote my mother." I was uncertain why I was asked to do it, but bound by obedience, I told Jesus, "Let your will be done." After confession, Father Ronnie came out and pointed to me the wooden statue of Our Lady of Consolation. And he explained to me the saints of St. Monica and St. Rita. I told him that the Walking in the Spirit prayer group can include Our Lady of Consolation, just to confirm what Jesus told me. When I arrived home and Google searched on Our Lady of Consolation, I was surprised to see a prayer that stated Our Lady of Consolation feast day was exactly 31st January, celebrated in Rome. From then on, Walking this prayer group has incorporated the Litany of the Three Patrons and the Corona of Our Lady of Consolation prayer into our bi-monthly prayer sessions. We have also written a song by Jim to honor Our Lady of Consolation. And our first Mass was dedicated to her on 10 December with Father Francis' approval, coincided with the feast of Our Lady of Loreto. And in our prayer card that we do not know, in early February, we incorporated the Litany of Loreto into our prayer of Our Lady of Consolation. So we thank God that, we were surprised that Pope Francis has dedicated 10 December 2019 as the feast day of Loreto. We are so grateful and thankful to have Mother of Consolation praying and guiding us to love Jesus. And we also want to thank Father Francis Galvin. He was the spiritual director and is for this prayer group, which we have been asking St. Augustine, St. Monica, and St. Rita to pray for us. That's all.